Listen carefully, chosen one. This message is not about laziness, escape, or abandoning responsibility. It is about a divine shift of burden. From now on, the struggle you carried alone is no longer yours to hold. God is stepping in as the one who carries the weight, opens the doors, aligns the timing, and sustains the flow. What felt like endless effort is giving way to divine provision. Not because you stopped trying, but because you proved faithful when trying was all you had. You've worked harder than people realize. You pushed when you were tired. You stayed consistent when results were silent. You showed up even when motivation disappeared. You prayed while working, and you worked while praying. You learned discipline through pressure, humility through lack, patience through delay. And God saw all of it. Every unseen sacrifice. Every quiet tear. Every time you kept going without applause. Heaven kept record. Now comes the shift. The kind that doesn't shout but changes everything. You'll feel it as relief first. A loosening in your chest. A calm where anxiety used to live. A confidence that doesn't need reassurance. That's not coincidence, it's transfer. The burden is moving from your hands to God's hands. The pressure is lifting because the provider is taking over provision. This does not mean you will stop moving. It means you will stop forcing. You will no longer grind in panic or chase in fear. You'll move in obedience, alignment, and timing. When God takes duty, effort becomes lighter and results become heavier. You'll notice things working without strain. Opportunities lining up without manipulation. Support arriving without begging. That's the signature of heaven's involvement. Richness forever is not just money. It's peace that stays. Energy that renews. Wisdom that multiplies. Relationships that nourish instead of drain. And yes, finances that flow with purpose. God does not replace your work ethic, He replaces your anxiety. He doesn't reward chaos, He rewards stewardship. And you learn stewardship when you had little. There will be moments when you're tempted to go back to old habits, overworking, overthinking, overcontrolling. Resist that pull. This season requires trust, not tension. When God says it's His duty now, He's inviting you to rest into alignment. Rest is not inactivity, it's confidence in the source. Expect provision to come from unexpected directions. Conversations will open doors. Ideas will feel inspired instead of forced. Help will show up right on time. Debts will lighten. Needs will be met before you voice them. This is how God confirms a shift, not with noise, but with consistency. Be careful who you explain this season to. Not everyone understands divine ease. Some people only respect struggle because it validates their own exhaustion. You don't owe anyone a performance of suffering. Stay humble, stay grateful, stay moving, but move with peace. You may feel a strange permission to enjoy life again. To breathe. To say no without guilt. To invest in yourself. To give generously without fear. That's richness at work. When God provides, generosity becomes natural because lack is no longer the loudest voice in the room. Your role now is alignment. Listen closely. Move when prompted. Pause when told. Protect your peace. Keep your character clean. God's duty does not remove your responsibility to remain faithful, it multiplies the impact of it. Obedience becomes the currency of this season. You'll look back and realize how much energy you wasted worrying about outcomes you never controlled. Now outcomes will meet you halfway. You'll plant and see growth without standing over the soil in panic. You'll trust the process because you trust the gardener. There may be pruning along with provision. Some habits won't come with you. Some connections will fade. That's not loss, it's refinement. Richness forever requires space. God removes what competes with His supply. And here's the quiet miracle, your joy will return. Not hype joy. Steady. Grounded. Unshakable. The kind that doesn't depend on numbers or applause. The kind that comes from knowing you're held. Chosen one, this is not an ending, it's a handoff. You carried your part. You proved your heart. Now God carries what only He could carry all along. Walk forward without fear. Work from rest. Move with trust. Build with peace. Richness, real, lasting, God-breathed richness has begun.